In today's edition of Pantherology, we are going to be talking about Sam Darnold's first season and Carolina, and I'm going to give you my 3 bold predictions for Sam Darnold on today's edition of Pantherology. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another edition of Pantherology. Welcome to today's video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new, thanks you for coming back and tuning back in. As always, pound the out of that like button, pound the subscribe button, comment down below, click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any of the new videos. Alright, so still 67% of you watching are not subscribed. Come on, it's only a click away, so help me out here. I really would appreciate it. Alright, no announcements today, as always. No giveaways yet. Promise you they are coming in due time. Alright, let's just go ahead and dive into today's video. Is Sam Darnold going to have a fantastic, bad, or mixed season in 2021? Well, only time will tell, and I'll keep saying that over and over again until it happens. The Panthers made a change at the most crucial position on the football field this offseason, which acquiring Sam Darnold, as we all know, from the New York Jets. Then moving on from Teddy Bridgewater, who is now with the Denver Broncos. Now, as we all know, the New York Jets took Sam Darnold over 3rd overall in the 2018 draft, but he never had the best resources to succeed and to develop into a, great starting quarterback. So the judgment is still out on whether or not Darnold can still be a franchise quarterback. But anything is possible with solid coaching, exceptional weapons, and a rise in his attitude. So, what does Sam Darnold bring to the Panthers? Answering that question is very difficult, all right? He could struggle in the same way he did in New York, and the deal could be just a bust. Alternatively, he may thrive in Carolina and resurrect the Panthers and his career. Because it's too early to say which end of the spectrum Darnold will fall on, I have decided to just make 3 bold predictions about what could happen in 2021. My first prediction that I'm going to go ahead and say here is Darnold, I think, leads the Panthers this season to a successful one. All right. Now, many NFL people still consider the Carolina Panthers to be one of the league's weakest teams heading into the 2021 season. And you know what I have to say to them? Go yourself. So, a large part of that is due to the roster's total youth and inexperience. That doesn't hold water for me, though. Last season, Carolina's defense slowly improved week to week, but there was far less quality on that side of the ball than there will be in 2021. Now, let's look on the offensive side, right? I anticipate similar results from the team as a whole, but with a greater quarterback play. Teddy Bridgewater had a lot of trouble throwing the ball down the field accurately. Now, Joe Brady has made a little choice to switch to a dink and dunk system, making it, impossible for the Panthers to consistently make huge plays. But you have to be able to take advantage of Robbie Anderson's skill set and throw the ball down the field when you have a receiver like him. And it's no longer a concern now that Darnold has joined the team. Darnold's arm strength is one of his strongest qualities. And the two spent a lot of time together in New York, as we all know. Now, Carolina is off to a pretty good start in terms of schedule. If they can get 5 or 6 victories early in the season, they will be in a position not to only have a successful season, but also a chance at a wild card spot. Now, they finished the year with a difficult schedule that includes games against the Bills, Saints, and Buccaneers twice. Now, Carolina has a good possibility of going 0-4 or perhaps 1-3 during that time. This just means Darnold and his teammates will have to cause a lot of damage early in the season. So, which I believe that we obviously can do. Now, my next bold prediction here, and this is a good one, I think, Sam Darnold will be named the NFL's most improved player. All right? We all know how horrible Darnold's time was in New York, but we really can't hold him fully responsible for his mistakes there when, as we all know, the New York Jets is a dumpster fire of an organization. So that should be blamed on the Jets for failing to provide him with the necessary weapons, protection, and even a competent coaching staff. And that's a nice way of putting it. So in regards to Darnold's predicament in New York, as I quoted and talked about NBC's Chris Sims, who was all about Sam Darnold, he quoted saying, if you're surrounded by shit, you're going to look like shit, and every now and then. And he's not lying. Darnold is fortunate in that he is no longer surrounded by shit. He has Christian McCaffrey, one of the league's best running backs. And two young, dangerous wide receivers, as in DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson, in his arsenal. So, at OTAs and minicamp, Darnold's confidence shone brightly, and Anderson took notice. Now, Anderson quoted about his quarterback, and obviously, he had said, when you walked in the building, I see a new energy out of Sam Darnold. Like a glow that I didn't really see in New York, I can view a difference in him so far. Obviously, starting over rescued Ryan Tannehill's career, and it's possible that Sam Darnold will do the same. He's now part of a team that wants to win, is willing to put in the work, and believes in him as the long-term solution. So, having so much support will give Darnold a new level of confidence that he hasn't had in the NFL previously, and it will help him to become a much better quarterback. Now, my next bold prediction here, this is a big one. I think due to Darnold's comeback, Joe Brady is in line for a head coaching job, unfortunately. Joe Brady was on the radar of other clubs as a head coach just one season as the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. And now he did have a couple of interviews, but never seemed to be a forefront for any of the league's jobs. So when you consider what Brady accomplished last year with an average quarterback play, and which is quite amazing, to be honest. He has two receivers who surpassed 1,000 yards, as in DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson, and another who has surpassed all 1,000 all-purpose yards, as we know of as Curtis Samuel. So despite the absence of injured running back Christian McCaffrey, the offense continued to be a success. Now, as Mike Davis stepped in, which he did admirably. So, if Joe Brady is able to accomplish miracles with Sam Darnold, he might be hired as a head coach as early as next offseason. So, the story's outline is already in place, and all that's left is for it to obviously happen. So, Darnold goes from a bad circumstance with no help to a terrific scenario in Carolina. So, where he is mentored by one of the game's brightest young brains and resurrects his career to become a respectable franchise quarterback. So, Brady will almost certainly be handed a head coaching job someplace if he can get Darnold to the next level in just 1 year. Guys, that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And pound the out of that like button. Pound that subscribe button, comment down below, click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any more of this raw content. Guys, y'all know what to do. Keep pounding.